I told you Sony don't care about physical media, man. All this projection, oh no, it's in Microsoft, it's Xbox, Sony care about physical media. Why would Sony care about physical media when you people ain't even going out there buying their exclusives? On top of the fact, didn't you hear about Walmart, like what, was it 1 to 2 years ago, talking about how they're taking games out of store shelves? Like, what's wrong with you people, man? Y'all want to act like this is some new information? No, because all that stuff that you people was coping with was projection. I try to tell you that these companies are pushing for more live service and subscriptions, and all you people could do is laugh at me. All you people can sit there and say, Gamester, you're wrong. You don't know nothing about the gaming industry. It's only Xbox doing it. Sony care about their fans. And now look at it. The PS5 ain't nothing but a what? A fake wannabe PC, man, that happens to be limited. Why would I want to continue to play games on console if they no longer have the access of physical media, man? At this point, you might as well just make your transition to PC, man.
Dreamcast guy here, and today we're talking about PlayStation because
about time.
Sony has just taken the first secret steps to stopping production of all physical games.
Woo!
There's about to be nothing.
Who told you this? Who told you this, man? It's so funny that you PlayStation ponies never hand me my flowers. I told you that these companies don't care about your little bitty physical media. You should have knew that when Limited Run was the one manufacturing your games, you big old dummies. I mean, it's gotten to the point that even companies don't even care to bring out physical media. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, this is the future that you people thought that you had on consoles. Well, guess what? Your console ain't nothing but a limited PC without the options.
On a disc. No new CDs, no new music, no new Blu-ray movies, and of course, no PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 games actually coming on real physical boxes anymore, and the death of physical media. This all-digital future.
But I thought it was just Xbox, I thought Xbox didn't care about physical media, and I told you Sony didn't care either, man. It's so funny that ever since they got this new CEO, now y'all like, what, you're going to blame him now? You're going to blame him for the things that Jim Ryan was trying to do? Or are we going to be a real gaming fan and just say that maybe this is the direction that gaming is heading? Like, the only reason as to why I'm laughing about, I'm not happy about this, guys. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, I try to warn you people. Now the retro games, the prices are going to go skyrocket, man. Like I told you. Remember when I said, yo, go get your, physical game collections. Start building them now because I'm telling you, physical media is dead. And now he wants to sit there and confirm it and act like he got some new information. Bro, I've been saying this for years, bro. What's wrong with you people, man? The truth was already right in front of your faces. Limited Run making your games. You got to pre-order some games off their website, man. I mean, it's gotten to the point that you can't even pick up a physical copy at even a retailer or GameStop anymore. And if they do, they don't print that many copies. I told you, gaming is pushing for live service and subscriptions, and that is to control the ownership of the games that you people are buying and playing. It's not like you guys were buying any games on PlayStation 5 anyway.
It's bizarre that it's finally here, but let's discuss. Hi, hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, we know this man's heard about that, man, because he put all his trust into Sony. He never thought Sony would ever turn their back on him. And like I said, man, Sony only care about the money. And the fact that you people weren't buying Final Fantasy 16 or Forspoken, I'd probably be like Sony too. Why are we making all these box covers and stuff if you people ain't gonna buy these games and buy them used at GameStop, do a buy two, get one free? Yeah, I don't think we making any more physical copies. We might as well push these games through a subscription service, you know what I mean?
You could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's see if we can get this video to like 2,000 likes to sort of show our support. I feel like there's this weird part of the internet where people are still buying games.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Square left your company because they were like, nobody was buying it. What did you mean? Look, you can clearly tell that this man don't even know what he's talking about, bro. He's putting his hand to his head like, oh my God, my brain hurts with all this damage control that I'm doing on camera. Bro, come on, man. Any real gamer could have seen this a mile away, man. And that's why I try to tell you, Build up your physical game collection. I've been saying that in almost every single one of my videos, and all you people had faith in Sony. Oh, Sony would never do me like this. Sony really care about the consumers. Just to find out this information, man. Oh, it hurts, huh? It hurts deep inside, Dreamcast guy. Well, guess what? It don't hurt me because I already have my game collection, bud. And I know you got one too. But the fact is that he thought gaming would continue to be the way that you remembered. And like I've told you, you're not the target demographic anymore, man. You're 47 years old. It's about time you retire and just go back and play games that you enjoy. Expecting something good out of this industry now for the old school gamer, it's just not there anymore, man. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you people, but it is what it is.
Like actually supporting the art and experiences they enjoy.
And who supported it?
The amount of
Because it
sales
definitely ain't the gamers.
for physical games is clearly going down.
Woo! Look at that, man. All that capping y'all was doing. 94% of all gaming sales were digital. 94%. And you want them to still print out copies. Consoles have 72% digital sales. Come on, man. And this is why I try to tell you about the whole MPDs. It really doesn't matter anymore because gamers consume their games differently. So when you sit there and say, oh, people, they buy... No, they're not, man. Half the time, people... You know why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth... Well, I should say 16 did bad because the game was bundled in with the console. That's probably what... That's even worse. That goes to show you that nobody bought that game. I'm starting to think that Final Fantasy 16 was just bundled. The reason as to why I got 3 million sales is because everyone that went out there and bought a PS5, right? Because they always talk about how they sell so well. I guarantee Final Fantasy 16 sold 3 million copies, all being bundled with a PS5. Embarrassing.
People that are actually pre-ordering stuff, playing stuff.
Bro, people is not doing that, man. Stop lying, bro. Like, that's all you do is lie, man. Oh, people are buying me. Bro, guys, it literally says 94% of all gaming sales were digital. Like, how you going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, people still what? The small 6% that's out there? Bro, come on, man.
Buying microtransactions or just spending hundreds of dollars on V-Bucks, a huge chunk of the gaming industry is definitely going all digital. And it sucks to see that because clearly Sony sees the trend.
Oh, so Sony cutting jobs too?
About 30 minutes ago,
Let's talk about that.
People are incredibly pissed. Sony...
Yep, and how many of those people are actually pissed? Because to be honest with you, you measly 6% ain't going to do anything, man. At the end of the day, 94% of gamers are actually out here consuming their games digitally, so it doesn't matter if you buy it through a digital sale or play the games through Game Pass. That's why I try to tell you that software and hardware sales don't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things. I mean, software in regards to how you PlayStation ponies say that we buy our games, but we know you people ain't buying them. I mean, come on, man. Physical sales have been at an all-time low. It's gone to the point where companies like, hey, limited run, we don't want to manufacture our games. Can you just do it for us? And limited run is just taking advantage of this hustle to the point that even your next new generation consoles is not going to have the option to be able to carry it anymore, man. So hold on to your PS5 or disk drives because to be honest with you, that's where it's going to end. I told you guys this already, man. And now hopefully you guys throw me my flowers, man, please. Because we already know you ponies are going to just eat them out of my hand again.
It's firing 250 people
Woo!
From its recordable media business, which essentially means the people that actually make the discs, that print stuff. And I understand the fact that this is an expensive endeavor.
No, it's not. If you people went out there and bought games, they would be able to continue to still print out discs. Only limited run cares because there's a niche market. They knew that physical media was dying. That's why they're like, hey, guys, we'll make the game for you. Hey, Night Dive, we know you don't want to spend any time doing it. Give us a licensing fee, give us a little money, and we'll print out these copies for you, for this niche market. I mean, at the end of the day, all you people doing is wasting your money, man, on paperweights.
They're trying to gradually cease production of optical disc storage media products, including Blu-rays, according to sources. Now, with this, there is still this physical ownership to the fact that you cannot take it back. Like, bro, I can play.
Like, for real, you live with roommates, bro. You don't even own the place that you live at, bro. And you want to sit there and talk about ownership, man? Listen, man, even when people say, I own a house, I own this car, you do understand that things decompose. You're not going to be here no more. I mean, you don't even own yourself, bro. Like, what do you people don't understand, man? Your time is limited, and instead of you actually out here enjoying the world, you want to sit there and damage control for a piece of plastic, bro. That's what people are trying to tell you, bro. At the end of the day, enjoy your hobby, man. It is what it is, bro. Stop complaining and stop crying about it.
Hey, this copy of God of War as many times as I want. I can sell it on
That's
eBay.
not true. That's not true. And you know why I know that's not true? Because think about it. Most Xbox Ones you have to activate, or Series, you have to activate it before you even get a chance to use the physical media. PS4 and 5 with the CMOS battery situation, that was a problem with the PS3. These are things that they didn't update. So at the end of the day, if you go buy a PS4 sealed in the box, that's actually more worthless than if you went and bought one that's used. And what's even more crazy, the PS5, for example, has where the disk drive has to be, what guys? Synchronized online. So if your disk drive finally gives out, which more than likely these old consoles will, especially with how cheap that they're made, then you can't put a new one 20 to 30 years from now. Because you know why? Why is that game still? Because you have to synchronize it online. Y'all, and the funny thing is y'all like, well, yeah, if you got the base model PS5, you ain't got to do it. And that's because they probably already made sure that they did that when they distributed those consoles. But for the digital one that puts the optical drive, I guarantee all the PS5s are designed the same. You don't own anything. Stop buying PS5 games. They're worthless. You have a better chance buying PS4 games.
Hey, I can customize the box. I can do whatever I want with it, technically forever, as long as I have a PlayStation 4 that's able to play it. But these companies have clearly been pushing for the idea of making it so that you only own stuff as long as they allow it. Stupid decision. I literally hate using limited run.
Limited run is nothing either. Because, I mean, think about it. Games get disc rot. I mean, there's been several cases of people having Sega CD games and getting disc rot. Where's the ownership? Immolation, PC. You know, as much as you people hate the concept of online and all that, online is the reason as to why I can get an EverDrive and play my games on the N64. It's the reason as to why I can play games and download them through a ROM and still play them on a modern day on a console like my Xbox. What do you people don't understand, man? Because at the end of the day, physical media is also very important, but at the end of the day, it's just like limited run says, limited. Because at the end of the day, the best way to go back and play old games is through what, guys? Immolation, the prices are not high, and you can play these games entirely free. Like, what is wrong with you people, man? And that's all I'm trying to say, man. Trust me, I like physical media. I have thousands amongst thousands of games, but I'm sitting there telling you guys the importance of having digital, bro. Matter of fact, I got so many GameCube games, bro. Guess what? I don't even play my GameCube games with the disc anymore. I literally play it through the GameCube console. What is it? With an SD card. Like, I don't even mess up my disc anymore. I just be like, oh, let me just, play it. And it's convenient. You get all the games all at once. And y'all like, well, that's immolation. No, it's not immolation because it's running through the original hardware. Immolation is essentially, like if you play some GameCube games on Xbox, that is a form of immolation because it's immolating what the GameCube is supposed to do. But if you're playing a game like a ROM and you have it like through an SD card or a hard drive, and they're playing it through the authentic console, just like I have my PS2 loader, guess what? The games run them natively because you're running it on the official hardware. See, that just goes to show you a lot of you people don't know nothing about technology.
Physical games. This sentiment I see constantly because
I
appreciate limited run for taking games that have no physical version and making...
Like, why do y'all even need all this? Think about this for a moment. You can download all these games entirely for free. Think about it, man. Night Trap, all these games you can download through your PC. I can play all those games through my Xbox Series, Castlevania. And what is the point of owning it? Like, you could buy those games for $10 digitally. Why would you pay $40, $50, $60, $70, $80 for a version like that? Come on, man.
A copy of the game.
Just to say I own something?
But limited run is very slow. They're very ineffective. If you've ever actually bought stuff, there are times where you can pre-order a game on limited run. You got to make that money back. But the idea is that if games go fully all digital, that means they're able to do stuff cheaper up front. You can have different styles of price point instead of every.
Which is, no, what's going to end up happening, I'm going to tell you guys, man, because I'm going to predict the future for you guys again. What's going to end up happening that they're going to take away the option of even buying digital games. What you capping? No, it's starting. We're in its infancy stage. So as you can see, they're already weeding out physical media. And if you play PC gaming, you PC gamers will know exactly where I'm coming from, because they did the same thing with PC. And this is what I'm trying to tell PC gamers. All that freedom that you guys got with this type of stuff going on, it's going to make your PC more limited. Okay, so let me explain. So what's going to end up happening, they're going to start distributing your games through a live services subscription. So essentially, you have to pay for a Sony Pass, Capcom Pass, Sega Pass, Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, Nintendo Pass. That's what these companies are trying to push. They're fully aware that people don't buy games like they used to. Nintendo can kind of get away with it for right now, but as time goes on, they're going to fall in line with what Microsoft and Sony's doing. That's why, if you notice, as much as you people say, I hate Nintendo because their system is outdated, the fact that the Nintendo system is outdated is the reason as to why you still have the physical media the way you want to. But the day they start doing the 4K and all that, I'm telling you, Nintendo's going full digital. They already did it with their lower demanding games, which happen to be Virtual Console, and they're pushing that through their subscription service. So right there is already your answer. So at the end of the day, they're not going to give people the option to buying these games. Okay? Because a lot of people pirate on PC as well, but you can't pirate something if you're paying $15 a month to play it. Okay? This is the surefire way for these companies to guarantee that this money is going, you guys like to talk about exclusives, but let's talk about how this money can exclusively go to these companies. And that's the idea that Microsoft has put out there. Sega was about that, which I don't know why you have a Dreamcast hat if you didn't understand that Sega had the same inspirations, but that's where gaming is heading. You're going to be paying for Square Pass, Capcom Pass, Sony Pass, Microsoft Game Pass, Nintendo Pass, Konami Pass. That is the idea. Oh, they ain't going to make no money, though. Oh, they going to make their money because they're going to have that exclusive money going straight to them. Just like Fortnite, every time you buy a skin, it don't go, Microsoft get a little bit of cut, but most of that money goes directly towards Microsoft, and that's why you see a lot of games push for microtransactions, because that money goes straight to them. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Game being $60 or $70, we'll see more stuff that's $25 or $32 and stuff like that. Because
we're already seeing it. I mean, look at how games drop price so significantly nowadays. Have y'all noticed? Games have significantly dropped in price so quickly, bro. You can wait like maybe a few months and the game will probably be $29.99. It's gotten that bad, man. So at that point, you might as well make the game playable through a subscription service, get that $18 a month, and guess what? 2 months the game would have already paid for itself. And then you don't even have to worry if the game sells or not, because whoever subscribes is the person giving your money, even if they only decide to play one game. Who cares?
It doesn't necessarily just come down to, okay, how many people got to get paid out before I can start breaking even on my investment? My problem is that I just don't believe this is going to happen. Like, a lot of the executives at the top, a lot of these game companies, they're not even really gamers,
And that's more of a reason. It's like that part of God of War 3, right? And, and Hercules is like, you're always Zeus's favorite. He's like, you reign to be a god, Hercules. I don't even remember what he said. You reign to be and their reign is ending, Hercules. See, that's what you don't understand, man. I got to go back and play God of War 3, right? Like, you think that things is supposed to favor you when in reality ain't nobody favored it here, man. That's what's wrong with you people. You really think, no. Oh, there's a better one. My bad. No, there's a better one. Matter of fact, I used the wrong reference. I'm sorry. Helios. And he's like, when he says something about the Hephaestus flame. And he's like, oh, you grabbed that. And he's like, you lie, Helios. The flame kills whoever touches it. You believe this guy? I think what he said. You believe essentially Hephaestus, the guy that has fallen from the graces of Olympus? And guess what? Kratos said, that's exactly why I believe him. Because he has no reason to lie. Which essentially is what I'm trying to say. The guy that don't care about gaming is the reason as to why this is happening in the first place, you big dummy. The fact that you're saying, oh, these people don't like games anyway. So what makes you think they're going to cater to you? Like you literally built no confidence in me by saying that statement. That's even more of a reason to secure the fact that I'm right and you're wrong.
Understand even when their games
No, what you don't understand is that you ain't nothing but a fanboy and all you do is damage control. That's all you do, bro.
Out or what they're all about. They're kind of just seeing it as like investments and pocketbooks and ROI and stuff like that. My fear is the fact that when physical games go away, I'm afraid this stuff's going to stay full price forever.
No, it's going to just be pushed to a subscription service.
Or stay full price for years and years and years into the future. My terror is the idea that, like, games...
But if you support games, why would you care about that?
Typically get cheaper.
I thought you PlayStation gamers bought games. I thought y'all didn't wait for discounts. I thought y'all supported your games day one. That's what I heard, right?
Combat the resale market of like, okay, if people are selling it for $40 on eBay, if we sell it for $40, then...
But see, this is something that EA has talked about. This is what's impacting the industry. This has been going on probably for a lot longer than you people want to imagine. EA, and I'm going to sit there and tell you, and I'm going to be on record, and I've said this before, EA is right. When they sit there and tell you single-player games is dead and you ponies get upset and you want to use example, gotta watch it, guys. Go to the game, make it good. And the game is good, though. You're not understanding. EA is essentially telling you that online multiplayer is taking over the single-player gaming experience. Have you noticed? Every game that's multiplayer is more popular than any other single-player game. And if there is a single-player game that's popular, it has more to do with the fact that it's had a foundation for over 20, 30 years, like Pokemon or something. Like, you get what I'm saying? But in regards to new games, they will never hit that sheer amount of hype because they get overshadowed. Okay? Why do you think these companies are pushing for these multiplayer-centric games more than ever? Because selling single-player games, unfortunately, guys, don't make no money.
Keep buying it from us instead of going to the used market. My fear is that stuff is all digital. There's nobody to compete with. You can keep every game at $80 forever. And what are you going to do? It's either buy it or don't buy it. It's not like you have any other competition.
Well, it's kind of like that now, though. Hold on. You say that, but you can't buy Amazing Spider-Man because they delisted the game off PlayStation and Xbox. And yet you got to buy an overpriced version of the game, even if it's physical. So, see... Bro, y'all like Gamester. You too good with this. I am. Thank you very much. So you're essentially saying, oh, you know, if they don't make no used copies, I mean, that means that that these games are gonna be priced up. It's the same like that for physical media. Like if I want to go pick up Project Justice for the Dreamcast, it's like $200 to $300, bro. I have all these games, mind you. I'm just saying. So when you're sitting there saying companies pushing out more physical media, you know, obviously, you know, the prices are going to be lower. What are you talking about, bro? The prices are going up higher. And, man, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Look at this. Are we going to talk about Sony laying people off, or is this only something we talk about when Microsoft does it? I mean, yes, Microsoft definitely fires a lot of people. A lot of people discuss the fact that Microsoft has done multiple rounds of major layoffs, but this feels something separate. This feels super weird.
Oh, it's separate, guys. You know, it's a separate situation, even though it's similar. But you know, we got to find a way to downplay it because it's Sony. You know, and I like Sony.
They're outsourcing physical discs. Okay, this person clearly doesn't really fully understand it. Jobs lost are always bad, but this isn't the doom of physical media.
It kind of is, though. The fact that Limited Run is making a lot of your games is a perfect example of that. All they're doing is hustling you nostalgic little fake wannabe gamers into this hustle, knowing that these games that you're buying won't be supported on the new devices. Limited Run knows exactly what they're doing, and I would never don't buy PS5 games, guys. They're completely worthless.
I disagree with this person. More stores are actually removing physical games. Best Buy no longer sells.
And we've heard about this for years.
Physical games. Their sections are completely empty.
Let's go.
I think there's a rumor that the European store Game is thinking about stopping selling physical games.
Let's go.
Which is still just so bizarre. This is good to be back with the Xbox store closing. God, yeah, that's right. The Xbox store is also closing. I want to make a video about this separately.
Yeah, and you already know what's going to happen with that, man. At the end of the day, man, I told you that these companies don't care. They don't get paid thinking that you pay money buying a used copy at GameStop on a buy two, get one free. Let me tell you something, man. I picked up Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. I picked up Super Mario RPG. I picked up a lot of games. I can't, like, a lot of expensive Nintendo, I guess you could say Nintendo Switch remasters and ports or whatever the case is, right? I picked a lot of those games up, right? Nintendo didn't get my money. I didn't buy Super Mario RPG new. I didn't buy Mario. Oh, I got Mario Bros. Wonder. I mean, I played a little bit, and I officially own the game now. So there you go. Where did Nintendo get my money? I bought 6 Nintendo games, and Nintendo did not receive any of my money. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to think about it? Nintendo probably would have got my money if they put it through a subscription service, because I do pay for the Nintendo Online. So that means Nintendo would have gotten my money. But instead, I waited for those games to go used, right? And I picked them up because I don't sit there and support Nintendo when it comes to mediocrity. Y'all like, well, I thought you hate Nintendo. I thought you hate Wonder. It's not the fact that I hate Wonder. We know the game is clearly overpriced. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're going to be, and I'm a smart consumer, and if you're going to sit there and try to hustle me, then I'm going to hustle you. You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's like that song with Dr. Dre. You mess with me, and then you know that I mess with you.
Honestly, it's super weird to think about the idea of the Xbox store completely shutting down here in 1 month. But I think part of my fear about this is the games that are going to go away in an all-digital future. Like right now,
Microsoft even refunded, I think, Redfall for people that bought Redfall. Like I said, man, because it doesn't matter, bro. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, man. Like I said, man, Gamester with another W. We are always right, man. We are always providing you guys with the truth and awareness in the gaming community. And it's about time you PlayStation ponies hand me my flowers and go walk away. Go back to your pony stables. But no, we already know you're going to take another dose of that pony dust, and we're going to be back to square one all over again. Take care.